And we are back. This time it will be the final round of Swiss, so the deciding round of Swiss for players still being to get into the top cut or even to seal a top 16 place for championship points going into the National Championships at the end of the month.
Indeed. And for our last round, we have Reuven versus Emil. Both, I think, very familiar faces
Both
in
players
the
have
community.
already actually locked down their places in Worlds. So this is a battle between players who are bidding to get more championship points to put themselves in the running for paid invite going into Nats.
So, well, Reuven, I can only still remember him for his Gengar life part. That's... I don't think he's brought it this time, so do you know what kind of team he's using?
Reuven has always been a player who's always banked on the fact that the Xerneas is just the best mon in the metagame. So Reuven always builds his teams around getting the Xerneas Geomancy suite. He's changed his partners over time, but it always comes back down to he needs to get the Xerneas play going. And he's up against the one player whose entire team just shuts Xerneas down so hard. Emil has shown time and again that his team just denies Xerneas. He's got the Bronzong for Trick Room, he's got the Lopunny to outspeed Xerneas on turn 1 and fire off Water Sport or Eruption.
And he has his
And he
mascot.
has the Scarf Smeargle to knock down any attempts at setup.
Yeah, I was going to say he does have his scarf. He does have his mascot
And
Imoga as well.
can nuzzle
Yes.
as well. And I think Emil going into today's regionals is going to be extra motivated because he actually booked a trip to Hong Kong Nationals, and I think that trip is well wasted because Nationals has been postponed over there. So this might be his last chance for significant championship points before Nationals in Singapore.
Alright then, we are going straight into team preview, and on Reuven's side we have, as you mentioned, the Xerneas, Talonflame, Salamence, Groudon, Meowstic, and Smeargle.
Emil's tried and tested Groudon, Lopunny, Imoga, Bronzong, and Duo, Kyogre, as well as stuff the Smeargle. So Reuven definitely is basically playing what Ryan Chiam tells us is Big 6 plus Meowstic.
Well, if it works, I mean, Jira has shown that Meowstic can prove to be a very potent support as well.
Well, Ryan didn't enjoy the team when he used it. I believe he even lost to somebody we both know. So,
Alright then.
I suppose the one thing we've known though, as long as we've known Reuven, is that no one can play Reuven teams except Reuven.
That is very true. And for the leads here, Emil has chosen to lead with his Groudon and his mascot Imoga, while Reuven has gone with the Smearzern. I think it's actually a pretty good matchup for Reuven.
Reuven not a big fan of Scarf, which puts him in a very awkward position because Smeargle is slower than both Groudon and Imoga. Though I suppose we don't know Groudon's speed for sure though.
I guess it could fire off the Fake Out.
Yes, but who does he want to fake out? He's going for a fake out, but he has to fake out the Imoga because he can't afford to get nuzzled. And it means he's going to be taking a Fire Punch or a Precipice Blades.
Yep, he does go for Geomancy over here.
So Reuven choosing the lesser of two evils, but still a very dangerous position to be put in.
It is pretty good for him because no matter what, his Smeargle will be able to survive. And the next turn,
The thing is that by choosing fake out, his fake out target is Imoga. If Emil had predicted it, Emil could just have gone for Helping Hand.
but he didn't.
So it worked out for Reuven, but it was still a very dangerous play.
Yeah, what I was going to say was that since Smeargle is now brought down to his Ash, but it's not yet KO'd, he could easily just follow me away the Nuzzle from the Imoga. So, in a sense, Xerneas still doesn't have much to fear.
Hold up. Here comes the Smeargle train. Evasiveness up.
Okay, I missed the
Or even if you missed the
text
text,
over there. Yeah.
I'm sure you would have missed Emil's face. That was not the face of a happy man.
Yeah, so Follow Me and Evasion are two very potent combinations.
Protect onto the Groudon, so Emil realized, taking advantage of the fact that his Imoga is sashed.
Oh, but it goes for the White Guard
And
actually.
I think Xerneas is going to get nuzzled.
Yeah, Destiny Gleam, is it enough to bring down the Imoga?
Imoga is sashed.
Oh, right.
Oh, but it's been broken by the fake out. Did Emil forget?
No, maybe he expected... I have no idea. And accuracy increased as well, but the speed dropped, so... well...
Yeah, I suppose the only explanation there is that Emil expected a Moonblast into the Groudon.
Well,
And now the Bronzong hits the field. And with Xerneas all the way down to half health, an attack from either of Emil's Pokemon will bring... And I suppose not the Groudon, because I suspect that Emil is running fully special Groudon.
yeah, we did see the Eruption, and we saw that the Reuven Smeargle used the White Guard as well. So, but he chooses to go for the Follow Me this time.
Is he going to Moonblast? Who is he going to Moonblast? Is the question. Groudon?
It has
he
to be
does
the
go for
Groudon.
So it takes off a good chunk. Might not even be a 2-hit KO. Emil's revealing a very
Earth
power into the +2 evasiveness Smeargle, and the Smeargle pain train has well and truly started.
What does he get now? He gets Special Defense and drops his evasiveness.
Oh, but evasiveness does well, so Emil will feel a lot better about this
and
turn.
+1 now, I believe. But the key thing is that Smeargle did drop speed just now. Under Trick Room.
But he can still follow me the Gyro Ball, and the problem here is that because of the Trick Room, now Bronzong moves first and will get redirected. So all he gets to land on the Xerneas is the Earth Power, which will not KO Xerneas.
I was going to say that since the Smeargle does have a speed drop, could be able to fire off the Dark Void under the Trick Room. Bronzong goes for the Protect here, goes for the follow.
No point in firing off Dark Void. He really needs to not eat the Gyro Ball here. As Earth Power will go into Smeargle and will land, thankfully for Emil.
And the Pain Train for Smeargle has abruptly come to a stop, but Xerneas just keeps on going. Moonblast onto the Groudon.
He needs the KO. No,
it's hard to say. Survive.
It's hard to say. Oh, he does get a damage roll and will get the KO.
So Reuven, auto under Trick Room, still in a comfortable position, I feel.
Kyogre hits the field for Emil's side.
And his own Groudon hits the field. So
it will be rain though.
Yeah, not something I think he wants, especially
but
since
this also tells Reuven that his Groudon is faster than Kyogre under Trick Room.
But I mean, you can't really get rid of the Bronzong, which is the pain for Xerneas.
Oh yes, you can. Emil likes heat proof, and I think Reuven knows that.
Well, okay. If Groudon can land the Precipice Blades onto the Bronzong, then it might be a different story. Although the Bronzong might be able to survive at this range.
I'm not sure, to be honest, because Bronzong's like to invest in special defense. And let's not forget that Bronzong's base stats are not that high. EG Slash, who has much higher base defense, can get one hit kill by Precipice Blades. So I don't think Bronzong can take the hit at all, unless he has Levitate.
Xerneas goes for the Protect here.
Oh, Reuven with his trademark cross fingers. Precipice Blades will come off. Gyro Ball into Xerneas, Precipice Blades. Oh, he will avoid the Bronzong. You don't need Levitate apparently.
And Water Spout does go off. Should KO the Groudon even though it was at half health. Yep, 4 times weak and in the rain. Not a big fan of that. And Reuven is down to his last 2.
Probably the Salamence, which is really not.
Oh, it's a
Talonflame. Huh.
It still doesn't really solve the Bronzong problem. I mean, he can Brave Bird to take
He Brave Bird to finish off the Kyogre, then you Flare Blitz to finish off the Bronzong. I think Reuven definitely has a route to victory here.
That is true, but first he has to get rid of the rain, which does.
As Kyogre will protect. I think Reuven has to go for a double protect. He has no other option.
And Xerneas goes for the
He
protect.
does not get it. Brave Bird into the Kyogre slot and Gyro Ball will
Still swap.
Heat proof onto the Talonflame, taking away the Gale Wings, but it's still the last turn of Trick Room.
I think it matters not, because now since Xerneas for the protect, he is free to protect again this turn.
But and that means that Talonflame will go down to Kyogre.
No, I mean Talonflame can just protect as well.
I don't think Reuven carries protect. I'm pretty sure Reuven carries Quick Guard in lieu of protect. Which is what Emil knows, and which is why Emil made that play. Which is a fantastic play on Emil's part.
Well, if what you said is true, then Reuven is in for a bad time.
Xerneas has to protect again, but he will get the protect, but Talonflame cannot protect. As Gyro Ball goes into Xerneas and Water Spout will KO Talonflame. Trick Room has run out, but Xerneas is not going to KO Bronzong. Not even with a crit.
Yeah, I think the Precipice Blade is there missing. The Bronzong was pretty key, especially since the Bronzong didn't have Levitate.
So Reuven left to rule his bad luck there with the Precipice Blades missed on the Bronzong. And we did see for sure that it is not Levitate. So it was a clean avoid. Dazzling Gleam will not do a significant amount of damage to Bronzong, and Gyro Ball will finish it off.
Not just that, when Bronzong went for the skill swap, we could clearly see him through. So, well, Emil takes game 1. Very rough start, I believe, because Reuven had the advantage from the start.
Reuven started strong, but the Precipice Blades just threw everything off. And now Emil can be better prepared by, leading Bronzong instead. Which Reuven doesn't really have good options against.
Well, maybe he wanted to adjust by not bringing Xerneas as a lead. I mean, the Groudon is pretty good for him, I feel. Because it will force the Kyogre out. And even if the Kyogre does come out, it doesn't stop Precipice Blades from hitting.
Yes, definitely. Reuven definitely knows his outs here, especially since Emil's team is kind of very well known at this point. So that the fact that, is heat-proof Bronzong. The fact that the Bronzong is not Lumberry, but actually is Citrus. Excuse me.
Alright, then we'll be going on to the second round. Reuven has to win this in order to tie and bring this to a game 3. So, I mean, the Smeargle, did it really do much for Reuven? Was it necessary for him to bring the Smeargle?
Yes, I think he needs it for the turn 1 setup regardless. It's very hard for him to set up otherwise because, like you saw, Emil just put 2 offensive threats in front of the Xerneas. So he had to fake out one, and he had to fake out the Nuzzle. It's going to be Meowstic though.
Ooh. Meowstic and Groudon. I think Jira would be proud of this combination, but Emil brings in Groudon's Smeargle. I guess a safeguard here would be pretty good. You will set him up for the Swagger, safeguard Swagger play and stop Dark Void.
And we see Emil's Groudon reverting first. So probably the faster primer.
Might be a speed tie though.
And more crucially, it is the faster primer with access to Earth Power. So Reuven is not safe. And what am I saying? Reuven is a big, as we see from his nickname, Reuven is a very big fan of Zero Speed Brave Groudon.
Are you sure? Maybe he could be referring to Jolly Max Speed.
No. He's told me the secrets to his nicknames. I can't say I approve of Safe Cat.
Well, the Smeargle on Emil's side, do you know if it's
Scarf. Scarf. But it has access to fake out.
So, I mean,
And
Meowstic is not
you don't want to Dark Void into an obvious safeguard.
Yes.
So you're going to go for your other options.
which is
So
fake out.
Fake out, even after you. And just after you for enough power, if he had lost, if he knew his Groudon was slower, but in this case he knows his Groudon is faster. So he can just go for
Fake out or follow
a Taunt even. If he has Con, I'm not sure. Taunt is Melvin's.
Oh, he does go for fake.
He just go for
fake
the
out.
Scarf fake out to stop the Meowstic moving. And Earth Power should pick off Reuven's Groudon. Unless he's bulky? No, he can't survive that. No way. I'm not sure what Reuven tried to do there.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he thought Emil would.
He saw the Earth Power already.
I mean,
He
maybe
knew
he
he
thought
was slower.
Emil would misplay or read too much.
Unless he really thought that was a hashtag speed dice.
Maybe he just told you that to throw you off. Maybe it is 252 Jolly. And do see Talonflame hit the field. Smeargle should be switching out here because, you know,
It's
locked
locked
into
into
fake
fake
out.
And Meowstic is just useless.
I wouldn't say that. Just
I mean,
not
you
very
ma-
useful. Oh, it locks it. Oh, Smeargle stays in actually. And Talonflame goes for the Brave Bird, presumably on the Groudon. Or is it the Smeargle? Oh, yeah, on the Groudon.
That's not
Oh,
enough damage.
40%.
That Groudon is very bulky.
Yes.
And Thunderwave into the
Thunderwave.
Smeargle slot, hoping to punish the switch.
Well,
Which is
Emil
why Emil
didn't
stayed
switch.
in. Yep.
And we do see Eruption.
And 60%, not going to be enough to bring down either, but very healthy amount of damage.
Yes. And especially since Reuven is one down and
And Talonflame
hasn't
will take
made
it.
much of a dent on Emil's team.
And another Brave Bird to Groudon will bring Talonflame down to its own recoil. Yeah, Reuven at this point is just, I can't see him digging out of this hole.
Yeah,
He can't even bring down the Groudon as it stands.
he got swept too much, I think, by the momentum from losing his Groudon too early. And questionably, the Meowstic, not much of a good support.
Salaman's here for Reuven, hoping to at least eat the Eruption. As Smeargle still stays in, not wanting to get Thunder Wave on that slot.
And Brave Bird,
Will bring itself out, take itself out with recoil. If not the damage recoil, he definitely will with Life Orb. Oh, maybe not. Hangs on with 2 HP. But 2 HP is not quite enough to survive the Eruption. Which even does a lot of damage to Salamence, but then again, it's probably a naive Salamence.
so now Meowstic comes back in. Not sure what he can do in this situation.
He can't even safeguard Swagger because he doesn't even have safeguard up yet.
Well, I guess he could do that now, but he risks being KO'd
No,
and
he's
not
fine.
being able to Swagger.
He can safeguard here and just Hyper Voice pick off the Groudon.
And Emil finally
Emolga?
switches up.
No, that is Bronzong.
Yeah, very difficult for Reuven to come back. I mean, he can't punish the Hebrew Bronzong because his Groudon is already down.
That's the kicker here. The Bronzong is heat-proof, and I strongly suspect Reuven carries Flamethrower.
Oh, do you see the Thunder Wave come out?
That might be his only option. Paralysis all the way down.
And Hyper Voice, is it enough to pick up the kill on the Groudon? Yes,
Just
it is.
about.
Yeah.
Just about.
But now,
he proved a definitely work to Emil's favor here, since I think Reuven does carry a fire attack on his elements. So the one Bronzong he fights is the one with hit proof.
and he brings in the Smeargle with a fresh fake out and a Dark Void as well. Although you will suspect he'll be pressing the fake out option.
Oh, certainly.
He still does have one.
No, he
Pokemon
won't.
in the back.
Reuven has quick guard.
Quick guard, a safe guard
I think Reuven does have quick guard.
on Meowstic.
Yes.
Why didn't he use it on the first? It's okay, never mind. Well, at this point, I feel safeguard.
Bronzong needs to get around 6 or 7 paralysis in a row.
That's a very tall order. That is a very tall order indeed. And Emil still has one more Pokemon at the back. He has not yet.
It's Kyogre, definitely.
So he has to somehow boost the mans that he'll be able to take out.
Oh, he does lock himself into fake out, into his elements. And Meowstic just forced to Thunder Wave aimlessly.
I think he should have just gone for the safeguard.
Oh, he's got one. He's got one.
And now the Smeargle is useless because he's locked himself into fake out once again.
And Emil is not going to switch it out because he doesn't want his Kyogre to take unnecessary damage.
So at this point, does Reuven even have the safeguard swagger option? And we see Flamethrower coming
Into
out.
the hit-proof Bronzong. Meowstic actually going for the attack. Psychicking into the Bronzong. Or goes for the Trick Room.
Why? Why?
He's going to Thunder Wave himself, isn't he? Oh, he's got 2.
I mean, he should have just gone for the. I mean, does have the speed advantage here. He should have just gone for safeguard swagger. I mean, does he even have that option though?
I don't think his Salamence has physical attacks at this point.
Okay, yeah. So there is no point. Yeah. So at the end, Emil does have an end game for Kyogre, which will be able to beat Reuven's Salamence with the Ice Beam. So
Yeah, the end game is called Let Reuven Set Up Trick Room for You. As we saw, Emil actually cheered when he was fully paralyzed because his Bronzong tried to Trick Room. Oh, Reuven, I think Reuven needs to punish this. His
How?
only chance. He needs to have, yeah, I suppose if he doesn't have double edge, he has no way.
how? I mean, Hyper Voice isn't gonna do much.
Now he can't even flamethrower the Bronzong anymore.
Yeah. It goes for the Thunder Wave.
Oh, but no. Bronzong finally gets to move and fire Gyro Ball into the Salamence, will do a lot of damage.
And Mans goes for the Flamethrower, which does nothing in the rain. Yeah, things definitely looking very grim for Reuven here. I mean, for a very close round 1, it's a bit disappointing to see a bit of a slump in round 2.
Reuven just losing his way after turn 1.
Yeah, the momentum shift was just too
And that
great.
should be game. Water Spout will land on Meowstic, finish it off, and Salamence against the ball. Not gonna work out.
Yeah, it's I mean, Reuven did have a fighting chance, but maybe he didn't. If he hadn't left his Groudon open on turn 1.
He had a very just dubious play all around. He knew he was slower. He knew he had Earth Power. He wasn't going to survive. Unless he EV himself to survive Earth Power, but that clearly wasn't the case.
Yes, there wasn't any crits. There wasn't any boost.
Mans hangs on. Oh, it's protected actually, so not an issue.
At this point, I think the game is already in the bag for Emil, and
Doesn't
Salamence
get it.
just trying to
Gyro
protect.
Ball will finish off Salamence, and Emil will take the set, a clean 2-0, and likely moving on to top card as well.
Well, what is Reuven's score now though? 5-1? 4-2?
I have no clue, to be perfectly honest.
Regardless, well, these two have fought before.
Reuven choosing to change his game plan for no reason really. His game 1 would have been fine if he had landed P-Blade, so let's not forget. But he chose to just totally diverge from it, and it just didn't pay off. Just strange decisions.
Yeah,
for
and
Reuven.
arguably bringing in Meowstic was not such a good idea. I mean, Smeargle was a better support than Meowstic, what Meowstic had to offer. The safeguard swagger play was there for the Groudon, but not much use for the Mans, as you point out, since he was mostly...
I'm not that... The Meowstic, I suppose, was not that terrible because clearly Reuven expected Emil to lead with Scarf Smeargle and wanted to bring Meowstic to counter that. But then leaving his Groudon open with Earth Power just made no sense. As we pointed out, he knew he had Earth Power. He knew he was slower. So, why?
That's something you can ask him later. Yeah,
Reuven always results in more questions than answers, really. That's just the way Reuven plays.
Yeah.
So I didn't work out for him today. Again, he will look back to game 1 with the P-Blades miss, but I'm not entirely sure would have killed Bronzong. We don't know Bronzong's spread for sure, so even then, it's hard to say what would have happened.
I feel he would have a better chance for victory if the P-Plays had hit.
And he clearly didn't anticipate the skill swap play, neutering his Talon Flame.
And well, the second round I think was more crucial for Reuven because that was the round when he just totally lost all momentum. I mean,
Lost his way, totally lost his way.
Yes.
He lost his Groudon and just started piddling around. Just couldn't do anything to Bronzong. No way of doing the damage to Bronzong.
and I mean, he did bring the Smeargle to counter the... he did bring the Meowstic to counter the Smeargle, but Emil played around it pretty well, you know, switching in and out.
Didn't even press that void.
Just going for the fake out.
No need to
Even
press that
staying
void.
in. Yeah, not even exposing switches into potential Thunder Waves from the Meowstic.
Alright, so we'll be hearing from the man himself, Emil, right after this. Alright, I am back with the winner of the round 6 Swiss set we saw, Emil Ng. Congratulations, I believe your record at the end of today is 5-1?
No,
4-2.
it's 4-2.
Alright, 4-2, so definitely with a chance of top card here.
I wouldn't say so.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
you know that someone's gonna tell you later, Emil, you finish
I'm
position
probably going to get
again,
position 9 hack.
8 plus 1 or 8 plus 2.
8 plus 1, yeah.
8 plus 1 or 8 plus 2.
It's alright, at least I get some points.
And you just know Soon's gonna throw you again, right?
I don't think Soon will throw me. It's usually Wilson that throws me.
Alright, so congrats on that win, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, game 1 went all the way down to the wire. I'm kind of surprised at your turn 1 actually. I thought you would actually go straight for the helping hand eruption.
I was thinking of doing that, but I was thinking of, because normally I was thinking of just to go for Nuzzle, but it didn't work out that way. Partly because against that particular lead, Imoga with Primal was not the optimal
Against Mega Xerneas.
against Smeargle Xerneas actually. Although it can work around Smeargle Xerneas, it's usually Imoga is usually to deal with Talonflame and Salamence, and occasionally Kangaskhan as well. But not so much of the Xern Smeargle.
So you actually didn't expect Reuven to just go with Smeargle.
Because Reuven does know that I have Bronzong, and
Yeah, Smeargle against Bronzong is it's
Yeah.
a total wash.
and actually it seems once you get rid of the Groudon, right, Bronzong can more or less sweep his team.
We saw, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All the more since you have heat proof, so even his Salamence flamethrower can't touch you.
Yeah.
But
Actually,
again-
actually the heat proof thing is that well, I understand a lot of players like to use Skill Sword Levitate, but there's also the option of Gravity as well.
Yes,
Actually, if you're running a Gravity set, I think heat proof is actually more appropriate.
yes.
But a lot of people still run
I
Levitate.
suppose it gives them options either way, so they can either choose to Gravity or Skill Sword.
But anyway, I had a really interesting battle online as well. Like I had a Groudon at full health, Eruption my Bronzong, and it survived. And the guy just disconnected after that. So I think he must be like wondering.
That's actually a very strange count. I think even Jolly Eruption has an 87% chance of only killing Bronzong.
No, but the thing about heat-proof Bronzong with
Oh, but yeah,
max
heat-proof.
max
I forget.
special
Yeah,
defense,
heat-proof, right.
with max special defense is that Eruption is a 2-hit KO.
Regardless,
Fire Punch is a 2-hit KO as well. So
definitely heat proof, yeah.
yeah, heat-proof is actually pretty good. The only problem with heat-proof is that
In the best of 3, they'll just P-Blaze you instead.
yeah, and of course P-Blaze you just pray for the 20% miss chance. Yeah.
Unfortunately for Reuven, that's what happened. And it definitely changed game 1.
I think game 1 also I didn't get to use my Moga much, partly because of the very poor lead I had.
Yeah, do you actually forget you were sashed? Or your sash was broken?
I knew my sash was broken, but I was hoping that he will go for greedy and maybe go for
Moonblast into the
Moonblast
Groudon,
onto
yeah.
the Groudon. But either way, I needed a free switch here, so
And yeah, you needed Bronzong to come in, so
Yeah.
yeah, it worked out in the end. So again, congratulations.
and
Again,
I'm also quite surprised he didn't just dump me.
Reuven, he went to follow me, right?
He went for follow me and
Because
white
yeah,
guard.
you're still afraid of Nuzzle, I suppose. But then, no, but then you would have gone down to Destiny regardless, so
I wouldn't nuzzle the Xerneas actually,
Yeah.
because I want Bronzong to do as much damage as I can.
yeah, so a very strange decision for Reuven there, I suppose.
But anyway, for Smeargle wise, I mean my choice of Smeargle is even though I have Double Void as an option, I try not to rely on it, as Double Void does have a chance of double missing.
Yeah,
And
you're still
it-
running after you, right?
I'm still running the same set. Yeah, the transform after you and fake out. Yeah, Scar fake out is actually pretty useful.
It disrupts everything that outspeeds Mega to fake out.
Yeah, it blocks quick guard as well. It bypasses quick guard. So sometimes that helps a lot. I see a Crobat, they quick guard, I fake out the partner flinches, and I just kill after that.
But did you know whether Reuven's Mirror Stick at quick guard? Because then they would have been able to block your fake out.
I took a gamble on that because I know his Mouse Stick is a safe swag one.
Yeah.
It's a safe swag and protect Trick Room. I know it's called Absolute Thunder Wave and
Safe
Trick
swag,
Room.
Thunder Wave Trick Room, yeah. So that's really Thunder Wave, that's true. So you kind of, but you still had to gamble on him not changing the set. But it worked out. That's what, game 2 was, as Justin described it rather inelegantly, it was a ruffle storm.
Yeah.
After turn 1 he kind of lost his way, but as you pointed out, without Groudon he can't touch your Bronzong.
Yeah.
Especially with Heat Proof, and you got to change the weather anyway, so definitely worked out for you. So, well, game 1 was close, but as you pointed out, Reuven just didn't broke his will.
And I kind of chose to catch Mia going to lock himself to fake out. So I was hoping they would just heal this one. Okay, anyway, yeah, that's it.
Right, congrats. Okay. Let's hope we don't get 8+1 or 8+2 again, but
I think 8+1
we
is
shall
likely.
see. And we will be back tomorrow with the top card. Oh, no. Is it game 2? And we'll be continuing with round